Hi, everyone. Welcome to this mini masterclass, Living in Surrender. I am so grateful and thankful to be able to join you for this mini masterclass. And I was preparing myself for the class, getting ready, putting on these yellow fun earrings, and just thinking about what I wanted to share today. And the first thing I feel so much gratitude because I feel that surrender is something that we are so worthy of. Um, when we surrender, we're basically saying we want God's will. When we surrender, we're trusting. When we surrender, we're honoring our true nature. We're honoring our true self. We're very close to the mind of God, if not there. Surrender is the miracle. So the more that we live in this surrender of control, of manipulation, the more we live in the surrender of each moment, the surrender of letting go of what we think we need or how things should go, the light enters. God enters. The Holy Spirit's inspiration enters. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips that I feel are so aligned to the Course in Miracles, are actually inspired by the Course in Miracles on living in surrender. And the first one is recognizing resistance without judgment. So that's the first step in surrender, is recognizing resistance without judgment. The Course says you are much too tolerant of mind wandering. You are passively condoning your mind's miscreations. I'm reading it right here because I have like little notes on the side, right? You are much too tolerant of mind wandering and are passively condoning your mind's miscreations. So notice when you're resisting to surrender, right? Whether it's control, whether it's fear, whether it's attachment, and just simply observe it. No judgment, just awareness. Whenever you feel that you're so scared that you don't want to surrender, you want to hold on to this, you want to control, that's fine. Don't make yourself wrong. Don't kick yourself when you're down. Just try to observe it and notice that you want to have control. You want to manipulate, and that's fine. But don't make yourself wrong about it. It's time for grace. So recognize the resistance. Just the awareness, coming into the awareness, waking up from the illusion is going to help you get closer to the perspective and the perception of the Holy Spirit. So whenever I see myself resistant to surrender, such as right now, I'm going through a lot of different things in my life, a lot of expansion in my community. My new book will be coming out in April. A lot entails to launch a book. One thing is writing it. The other thing is getting it out there. And that's a whole nother thing. Something that I actually resist doing. That's one of the reasons why it took so long after Live Your Happy, which was published in 2017, to write this book. It was this part, this phase of promotion, and also the book launch and my family life, running my one-on-one coaching business, running my officiating business. I also officiate weddings. So right, even this week, I could see myself resisting, not surrendering to trust that everything is gonna fall into place. I started to witness my control over certain things or my judgments within my mind of how things needed to look or how fast-paced they should be, or that I should already know this now type of mentality. And the book launch is the book will come out probably in a month. So there's time. And I could see my mind getting fearful and not trusting. Okay. This was just yesterday. So my job as a miracle worker, my job in living the Course in Miracles, it's to be aware of that, to have that awareness that I don't want to surrender, that I feel that I want to control and manipulate right now. And that's okay. It's because I'm scared. I'm scared. And that's the time for grace. That's the time for it feels very real right now. And there's a part of me that knows that it isn't. And that's what I want. That's my freedom. So what do? I observe. I'm aware. I let go of judgment. I change my perception. I start to see and I start to witness how incredibly powerful I am in my creations and honoring myself and grateful for where I am and gratitude for everything. I was actually talking to a dear friend of mine, Reverend Kathy, about this today in reference to having happiness and joy as we do these things in the world that appear to need to be done. And that's the surrender. The surrender is wanting to be happy throughout the process, to enjoy the process, to not make it matter, to not make it so real. So that's right there an example of resistance. So I recognize the resistance in really trusting that everything's coming together. And again, it didn't last very long, but it was present there. And then, my job is, the other tip is to give over my thoughts to the Holy Spirit. To give over our thoughts to the Holy Spirit. There's a beautiful part in the Course in Miracles where it says, you need do nothing. You need do nothing. And that's what I did. I gave it over to the Holy Spirit. I said, Holy Spirit, I give this to you. I give over my book launch to you. I give over my book launch party to you. I give over the membership to you. I give over the expansion of this beautiful community to you. I don't know anything. I want your will and not my will. Funny me, I think I have control here, and I absolutely don't. And I don't want it. I want to be on the happy train with God. I want God in this train with me. I want the fullness power of the Holy Spirit's inspiration in my mind. That's what I desire, not what I think should happen in my timing and when, and then worrying about things that doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. What matters is love. What matters is that light, that essence that's beyond all this stuff that appears to be happening. So, one of the first tips is recognizing that resistance without judgment. I just gave you an example, and then giving it over to spirit. In A Course in Miracles, we're taught to have a powerful relationship with the Holy Spirit. We're taught to hold Spirit's hand, to allow Spirit to take the lead. And the more we practice, the more we experience trust. And you might think it's not working. That's fine. Just keep on doing it. It's like going to the gym and then you see results. You will see results the more that you channel. And I said this again, get your channeling journal, get your Holy Spirit channeling journal and begin to channel your own answers. Begin to ask Spirit, and Spirit through you, you write down what you receive. This is why when I wrote Live Your Happy, I gave all these incredible practices in every chapter to channel Holy Spirit, because that's what the workbook lessons are about in the Course in Miracles. And that's where the text is leading us, is to listen more to Spirit so we can catch the ego voice when it comes up, when we can, excuse me, when we can catch ourselves manipulating, controlling. The Holy Spirit is there as our guide to slowly wake us up and to remind us that we haven't left the mind of God.